Welcome to Grew with Portia, the podcast that uncovers the hidden treasures within grief. I'm your host, Portia the producer, and I'm inviting you to join me on a transformative journey where we will exchange laughter, of course the best medicine of them all, reflect on cherished memories, remember that time that the little boy grabbed my hand instead of his mother's at the amusement park? Yikes. And of course discover gratitude while navigating one of life's hardest challenges, loss. So get ready to grow with me, Portia the producer. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Grew with Portia. I'm your host and face, Portia the producer. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the latest and greatest of Grew with Portia. So you guys get me today, no guest today. So I want to start off, of course, with gratitude. One of the things that I am grateful for today is my dreams, right? Because when I have dreams, they're very vivid. You know, when you watch The Matrix and how they put the little thing in the back of their head and they go to the different dimensions, that's really how my dreams are for me. They're very vivid. They really appeal to all of my senses and all of those things. So I'm truly grateful for those. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is actually a dream that I had while I was in Canada. So those of you who saw my Instagram and Facebook, you saw my adventures in Canada. I went to Niagara Falls, Niagara-on-the-Lake, and also Toronto. Well, the very last day that we spent in Canada, I had a dream that night, and my mother came to visit me. Now, those of you who know, my mom has officially been transitioned for a year now. And the dream was so profound. Like when I tell you guys, when my mom came to see me in my dream, we were literally sitting at my kitchen table. And I don't know for those of you how you grew up, but our kitchen table has been one of those places where deep conversations have been held, whether it's about money, whether it's about transitions. It's like there's this profound thing that happens at the kitchen table over a cup of coffee, over food. Anybody else can relate to that? I hope you can. Well, one of the things that my mom said to me, the very first thing, and I'm going to try to get through this, you guys, without crying, but if I do, I'm going to keep talking anyway. So my mom, the first thing she said to me was, Portia, I am okay. Portia, I am okay. She said, don't hold on to any resentment towards anybody on your grief journey. Your grief journey is unique to you, and other people don't understand. Let that sink in for a minute. My grief journey is unique to me, and other people don't understand. When my mom said that to me in the dream, I felt a shift happen for me, right? And I really want to expound on this because I had a hard time really forgiving people and thinking that they understood. I was under the impression that when you're going through grief, other people are going to embrace you with love, embrace you with so much abundance of support. But how can others support you in an arena that they don't understand? And at the same time, they're going through their own wave of emotions. The other thing my mom told me was go for your dreams, Portia. She reiterated that to me. She said, even if you have to do it alone, mommy is with you. Mommy is always with you. And before I continue this conversation, I want to give a special shout out to my sister CEO friend, Miss Jenny Dulac-Young. She is the founder of She Did It Videography. I actually received kind of the download and inspiration to talk about my dream from her Facebook post not too long ago in regards to her father being transitioned for over a decade now and him coming to visit her in a dream. And what I really want to touch on today, you guys, is the fact that when we're going through grief, right, there's so many ways of emotions that can surface for us, right? And I know for me, that's been my journey for the last year. But with my mom coming to see me, it really helped me in a sense pivot, really put things into perspective and let go of so much resentment, so much anger towards other people because you don't know what you don't know. I always talk about how in our society, we're conditioned to see grief from only one light. We put such a heavy negative connotation to our grief journey instead of looking at grief as one door closing and another one opening. Right. And so I really wanted to shed some light on to that today to all of you. And so for the next couple episodes of Grew with Portia that are going to come out after this solo chat with all of you, the episodes are going to get deeper into grief. So I'm going to have somebody come on to talk about the grief stemming from finding out that their biological parent from a DNA test was not theirs. They found out being 50 years old that the person who they thought was their biological parent was not. How crazy is that, right? I'm going to also talk about the loss of that identity, or when you're going through multiple losses, how do you find the hidden gift in your grief journey when you're so bogged down with so many quote unquote losses at the same time, right? So I really wanted to bridge that gap today and really talk to you guys about that, because I feel as though my mom's message is for the masses. It's not just for me. You know, some of you who had the opportunity to meet my mother, her childhood nickname growing up was Miss Lungs. It really was. And considering she served in the military, she was also a teacher for Cleveland Municipal School District for 13 years. My mom definitely utilized her lungs in more than one capacity. And when she channels into me, I want to share her message of inspiration to all of you, because you are all part of the Grew with Portia family. Grew with Portia got its name from my mom. So again, you know, this is dedicated to her and also all of you who have been a part of my journey. Anyway, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this quick little chat of Grew with Portia before our new guests come on for this next part of season 2 of Grew with Portia. Anyway, you guys, as always, this concludes this episode of Grew with Portia season number 2. Thanks for listening. Peace and hair grease, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Grew with Portia. Remember to subscribe to my channel for the latest episodes. And of course, follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Portia the Producer. Anyway, guys, until we meet again, peace and hair grease.